Off the zero, here's Newfound Gap. It's very, very packed. People. Trail on the right. Latrines down there. And right where the people are, the parking lot over there is the sign North Carolina, Tennessee border. So it's a lot more crowded than I thought it'd ever be watching the Crawfords from when he had to sleep in the bathroom here. It's pretty cool. Well, we'll be heading out in a minute. Heading up Newfound Gap, long uphill, a little rocky. A lot of day hikers, fun though. I want to correct a thing earlier I said a few days ago on fastest known time. That guy wasn't doing the whole trail. He was just doing the Smokies. And it was 72 miles in 14 hours was a record, and that guy did beat it. And I think there'll be a video out on it pretty soon on YouTube, sooner or later. It was pretty cool. But that's like his third attempt, so that's quite the drive to beat that record. That's pretty neat. Okay, closing out at Ice Water Springs Shelter. Very packed. Easy walk. We did only 4 miles to check out our ankle, from the Gap, and things are looking good.
Yeah, it's not hurting. Last night I thought it was going to be the end of the trail for me, but it's doing good. I got a wrap on it and seem to be holding that okay.
Doing good. So tomorrow's a long 12.
13.
And a lot of people at this shelter, so it's going to be probably a race for the flat tent side on there. There's no way you can get in the shelter.
And we're slow.
We're teners. We haven't been in a shelter yet, so.
Yeah. So, but we probably won't get a very good campground because we're so slow.
We're not slow. We're thorough.
We're slow.
And there's a group out here called sponsored by the Warrior Expeditions. They take veterans and sponsor them for several different trails. So there's a group of 10 out here sponsored for them, where they fly them out. They give them all the gear, clothes, shoes when needed, or hiking boots, and an allowance like $300 a month. Because it takes 5-6 months to do this, and set them loose. So it's really cool to support veterans that way. I'm gonna look into the organization and help or donate one day, depending. You have to see where the money goes. See how much goes to the overhead and see how much goes to the cause. You always got to do my due diligence on that.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's working. These guys are having a great time. So bottom line, it's doing good things so far.
Yep.
But tomorrow, long day.
Long day tomorrow.
Not so cold tonight, we hope. We'll see. At least not wake up to an ice storm. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Oh. Coming out of Ice Water Springs. Checking out this view right here. Here we go. Heading to next. Another view off Laurel Top. Gonna have lunch in a minute. I think we're gonna have mashed potatoes and Spam. I think we're gonna cook a hot lunch right now. Sounds good. Standing here peacefully, catching my breath, going up this mountain. And I turned right here. It looks like something out of Indiana Jones. Ready to slide down and just take me on out. It's so funny. All right. mile 7 for the day, but the big news is we are on 218 miles, which is 10% of the trail right here. It's at the Peaks Corner shelter. It's a 0.4 off the shelter. We're not going there. We got 5.2 left, so we're going to continue to drive on. Good shape. Ankle feeling good.
Ankle feeling good.
And
feet a little tired.
Tired foot.
Because we've done 8 miles already, so.
Yeah, but hanging in there. Rain all night, cold, and it's going to be a miserable day. Heading to the next shelter. That was Corner shelter. And for somehow our little bag of coffee and tea came up missing this morning after we made one at least.
Unless we had
So,
one.
someone packed it on that. 10 o'clock coming out of Corner shelter. Rained all night. There's Petra. Got a little damp in the tent. It'll be all right later, I hope. But heading down to the next shelter toward Standing Bear. Yay, the sun broke out. And what was going to be a rainy all day is now nice. It smells very fresh. It's very nice day. 2 miles left to the shelter. The other one's just a little too far today. From our tent site at Cosby Shelter. It's like after a nasty rainy day yesterday, it's very nice today to wake up like this. Petra. So again, Petra the morning coffee. There's Cosby Shelter up top. You can see it's kind of uneven here for tenting. There's probably 3 tents total up last night and a full house up there at the shelter. So we have 8 miles till we're hiked out of the Smokies and 3 miles to the Standing Bear shelter. So we're looking forward to getting the Standing Bear. Got a box to resupply and rent a cabin or whatnot over there. And then it's only 3 days to Hot Springs. There's a view on the going up our I believe it'd be our last mountain in the Smokies, really, before a long downhill. Feeling good. We're getting these legs like mountain goats, or as I say, like Grand Canyon burros with a fat tourist on my back. All we do is go up and down, up and down, and up and down. I know I'm bad, but here we go. Get one from the top in a minute. There's no real good view on the top. They had a water tower, but we didn't go up there. It's like over a half mile out of our way, so I'm going to catch this view right here on this turn up this big pile of rock. Come on up on top of it. There we go. So that was the last of the Smokies. And we're coming down somewhere down there.
Don't come down now.
About 7 more miles. There we are. We are at the entrance to the east side of Smokies from Davenport Gap. Here's the box you put your permits. There's Petra. So we went from permit box to permit box. So we have hiked through the Smokies. Right on through. Doing the hoo-hoo dance. All right. So we're going to head on down to the Gap. We have 2.5 miles left, approximately, to the Standing Bear Farm Hostel. And we'll film there. We're crossing Pigeon River Bridge. Looks like we cross here, go down the side, access road, and underneath I-40, and off to Standing Bear. Out of breath. Whoop. Nasty little stairwell on the other side of I-40. That sucked. That took off. I thought I had some legs on me. So that stairwell hit. It's starting to bloom a little bit in the trees. It's purples and yellows.
I took my legs out.
0.8 to the farm. I'm walking up on Standing Bear Farm. Sign said 300 meters to the left, so, or 300 yards from where we hit this road. Looks like the videos. We'll go in there and see what they have for availability. I have a box coming for a resupply. Maybe I'll film a little bit. Cold beer and burger time. Looks like a tree house to sleep in, little water wheel. A little projects going on. This looks pretty cool. Bunch of hikers down there at the bottom. And a fire going on. Just a quick look around Standing Bear Farm. You enter, there's a bunkhouse right when you enter, and you talk to the guy in the back of this, named Jack. And Jack will get you a bunk or rent you a cabin if available. Down that way is a kitchen and a laundry room. You wash by hand and then put it in the dryer and you're good to go. Across the bridge, waving. There's a store up there on the left, and that's where you buy different things. You know, you get to resupply if you need to. Jack also will get your box if you mail it. Coming over this way on this cool bridge. This is the burger stand where the guy just entered on the left, and the shower room on the right. So, you can see it's pretty cool out here. You get your beer right there. It's all on the, pretty much on honor system. They'll give you a paper with your name on it, and they'll mark it off as you buy, drink, and eat, and you settle up when you leave. Really cool. There's Petra going through her stuff.